You're not Portaferan.
As he addresses you, the gazes of his two table mates veer towards you.
Foreigners always have the best stories, much more interesting than the local fauna. And you're a long way from Marcia.
Clocked you instantly, even though your accent has been diluted in the decade plus since you left.
What happened, Sugar Tits? You get lost? Or are you just looking for company?
Kill this lecherous geriatric.
Ah, come on. It's just a term of endearment.
Do it anyway. I would pay to see that. Would you pay to see that, Joe? Animals. That's how it is with most pilots, though. Here.
Schnaps. It washes stinging down your throat, followed by a kind of anesthetic vapor that rises all the way into your sinuses.
We're all strangers in this city. Why don't you join us? We've got nothing better to do. At least until the phone hugger over there fucks off or dies.
Not 10 meters away, a young man clutches the payphone to his ear, whispering urgent.
Just another foreign money, man. City's been full of them lately.
Stuck up little shit. Strolled in one evening, couple of nights back, picked up the phone and hasn't let go of it since.
That was a growl, not an attempt to speak. He would be making the same noise.
Who cares, Sugar? No one in a suit ever did any real work.
Come on, foreign money men in this city? Empty, obviously.
Like vultures to a dying animal. Carry.
We all want our turn, Sugar. He's here every damn day. Stays on the line for hours. Doesn't care one bit if anyone else has had a turn or not. Only shuffles off once the sun sets. What are we going to do? Fight him? Even if somebody pummeled him half to death, he'd feel nothing. He's an empty suit. Not even the decency to be sad. Let him rot in him wealth.
He's not rich, Slava. He just works for rich people. Ignore them, Mercier. They have no idea how money works. From the superblock, eh? Interesting. But no.
I would say ask the Duchess herself, but she doesn't talk about clients with other clients.
Can't say anyone like that struck me, but a lot of people use the phone line. The only reason why we rarely notice the hugger is because he... Ex-pilots. Does Joe there look like he could get anything up, let alone a plane? That's loud, Joe. He doesn't talk much. I'm Pigeon. That's Slava over there.
Slava used to be the name of a fishing port company out of the north. My main cargo for a while. Packages stunk to high hell.
Guess.
A dirty little city bird. A winged rat.
Sure, why not?
Man's got no compass. Him couldn't make it to the pier phone without using radar.
Joke's on you all anyway. I never minded pigeons.
Officially, we're Lusian.
We're exiles. The reunion came for us. We came here.
The laughter leaves in its wake something like conversational scar tissue. The reunion, the Luz's grand annexation campaign. Slow, legal, often bloody. A creeping tide reclaiming every few years.
Well, I still have my tenantry passport. Stamped and all. Could fly back any day. Oh, sure. And end up like Joe here? Our...
He spreads his mouth open in a vast,
If it is, I won't be around to see it. Liver's on its way out. Cancer will get me before the illusions do.
that smirk, like he's somehow gotten one over on Faye.
And what? Prolong the terminal phase? Brilliant idea.
Those charlatans do love a dramatic prognosis, though.
Anyway, you're the foreigner here, Mercia, so you tell us. The Lucians think they'll be here anytime soon?
Hear that? Smart and good-looking.
Either way, that's for you lot to worry about. I'm out the door.
The pilots exchange a look in silence.
Tell you what, Mercia. You grease my gullet. I'll tell you some fucked up stories.
You know what he means, but you can't help it. An apple-sized dollop of lard melts between hand and chest as you massage grey tuft.
Wish I could say the same, sweet lips. Please, sugar. We can't deal with any more competition. The money...
Will you look at that?
Now where did a sweet thing like you pick that up? What a way to go, eh?
Behind the jokes, there's a seriousness. It's their one true pleasure in life.
I've saved some recordings of Duchess to use privately, you know.
To answer your question, you used to see a few of these floating around, but not for years. Figure it was from before that phone was permanently hooked up. It's always connected, that's what. No dialing, no choice to call anyone.
Duchess. There isn't one. You call, Duchess answers. Simple, beautiful.
It's not just that, though. Whatever you like, whatever happens to be a thing, she has a way of finding it. People just open up to her.
A tremendous honeypot, in other words, waiting to be tapped.
Why does everything have to be about money these days?
Oh, Slava would just love that, wouldn't you?
Better than most humans I know.
If it is about money, it's not in any way that concerns us. Line's been free for as long as anyone can remember.
This is not a glitch in capitalism, but a monstrous outgrowth.
I got nothing to hide. Can't speak for Pigeon though.
Pigeon rolls his eyes and feigns indifference.
I used to ask for some kinky stuff, but it's not like that anymore. Duchess and I are friends now.
You can believe him or not, but the other pilots do, and they are eating their hearts out.
That's what you think, Messiah. Talk to a person for long enough, it's inevitable you end up becoming close. Provided a...
Toying with him like a cat with its prey. Now he breaks...
In fact, regarding Duchess, I have a favor. I bought a gift for Duchess's kids some time ago, but I haven't been able...
Eyes widen. The other men regard him like some kind of god.
Can you give it to her for me? Thank you, Marcia. Honestly, I'm just sad I can't take it myself. Wait a minute. Here. Tell them, Grandpa Sam sent it. Remember? Ah, it's just an inside joke we have going. A pet. You know the housing campaign? Northwest from Party Alley. She's got a houseboat in the canal up there. Should be one of the only ones in the area. Thank you, Marcia. We'll be here.
Some sort of novelty merchandise. The wall figurine atop the cup is cartoonish. Alien. Lusian. The heavily applied paint gives off a petroleum smell that sticks. The spiky plastic and severe angles make it nearly impossible to drink from without taking an eye out. Formed is the sole purpose for their existence. There must be some kids around this city who are obsessed. You put Critical Wolf away and look back up to face the ex-pilots.
It's a bit shit, but it's fine.
Duchess is the only thing that makes the city halfway tolerable.
No translation needed, and not the slightest hint of irony. Yes.
Until next time, sugar.
A monolith of gleaming beverages, encased in glass and light. One catches your eye in particular. Delicious scarcity. Absurd logos, hollow jargon, painted metal. Resist. Automated, unfeeling commerce stares back at you. It is no coincidence that the contraption before you mirrors. The machine doesn't care about your financial situation. The coins vanish with a jangle. Nothing happens. Nothing. You were warned. The developed world will happily unburden you of your currency in exchange for services never rendered. Something rattles within the machine's guts. Your hands glimpse the machine's full weight as it rocks back and forth. Still, it does not give up the red and black special edition coffee. Cumbrous movement, glacial reaction speed. The automaton may be large, but it is beatable. And possibly every Effa Red and Black Special Edition. And possibly every Effa Red and Black Special Editions are lined up behind the sheet of glass. So close, yet so distant. And possibly every Effa Red and Black Special Editions are lined up behind the sheet of enduring the weight of its own contradictions, has left the extortion apparatus vulnerable. That hurt a lot. Expect disregard pain, blowers. The serpentine coil of metal jutters into life, then the coffee drops into the dispenser like a small dead animal. The coffee can feels like victory in your hand. The vending machine awaits your selection, yet seems utterly indifferent. The machine is as indifferent.
Unwise to your presence. A lanky young man presses the handset against his flushed cheek. It practically clings to it, like a shipwreck survivor holding onto a piece of driftwood.
I don't know how much time we have. You have to help me fill it in.
Whatever the person on the other end of the line has to say to that, it makes the man's eyes squeeze shut and his mouth slacken in a guttural groan. The line appears to be occupied.
I can't possibly perform under these conditions. You have to make me.
No use. Sucked deep into the abyssal vortex of lust.
The gap. I'm not even worthy to approach it on hands and knees. She thinks I work with the mouth breathers in the trade office. In this suit? Unbelievable. Yes, I saw your colleague, hanging utterly deflated from this very paver. Gah, as though I bothered to make a mental note. It was 2 days ago, evening, like the wretched of the earth, abandoned to shoulder a massive, indescribable burden. Oh.
The young man turns his back. If you want to use the phone, you're going to need to dislodge him first. The air fills with erotic. The smuggler inclines his chin dip. He lowers his head.
Off-brand drivers, cheap plastic housing.
The man gazes down at a crate of cartridge discs. A box of little nemesis. Veins rise like old roots beneath his thin skin.
Mass-produced excrement. These animals pleasure themselves in it.
Those smears near the optical pickups?
You see this? Each one guaranteed for 10,000 replays. Obscene. I'm talking about cultural ephemera. Speciality. Burden. As you can see, I spend my days...
Capital beats down another one. What a joy it is to be unregulated.
At least you had the decency. Well, let's get to it. Commence ritual of cultural debasement.
Exteriors on everything. He's judging these little discs too harshly.
Stars of each single synthetic because the dim hurt. Oh yeah.
No entries found under...
Go ahead.
Sure.
Well, let's get to it.
Elitists like this come in two varieties. Audiophile or cultural nostalgic. This man is definitely the latter.
That's right. Most people can't tell the difference between a base pleasure and a higher one. Forgive me, friend. I'd mistaken you for a common replayer.
This is the highest compliment he's paid to anyone in months. Maybe years.
Too much to ask, I expect, that you're a fellow...
Einzeltone. No entries found. And no point trying to pretend.
One of a fast-fading few. Go ahead, browse away.
The vendor's eyes narrow behind his orange lenses.
This is a media store, not the missing persons division. Also, what?
He pruned the conversation forcefully, artificially. There is...
I try. So most of humanity fades into an indistinguishable... This colleague. What does it... Ah... The sock boy. Died... Yes, he came by here. Little commune is lost. Adrift among the many wonders of... Malfused might be a stretch. Your dialectical friend mistook himself for some sort of... big money businessman. He wanted the bazaar to import...
He needed you.
No. And to be honest, I wouldn't have wasted the stock. He seemed to... You're joking, of course. He didn't even know what a velo disc was. Of course not. I don't sell socks. So is he all right, your man? Or what? Yes.
The vendor gauges you behind his colored lenses. Tongue skimming teeth. All across the city of Petra, there is silence.
I'll be blunt. Are you with the Weeping Eye?
The techno-fascist secret police of Lelouch, dark subconscious of the state, specializing in old-school, ugly methods. Your natural enemies, the ones who took you all apart 5 years ago. Hackles rise.
Because they've been especially active here recently. Usually they just let things slide, all the Lucian merchandise. good for everyone. But these days, they're staring right at... Depends on how much torture they go in for. Who am I kidding? I'd end it long before they took me alive. My point is, your colleague was asking questions. Now, something's obviously happened, and here you are, also asking questions. Give it... I'll tell you what I told your sock friend. Speak to the boatman down by the vest docks. He's the one who knows the underground goings-on around here. Like I said, no one is going to take kindly to being interrogated these days. But your friend was there. I guarantee it. Talk to the boatman a good half. Wonderful. Now for all our sakes, please say no more. If you want to talk media formats, I'm your man. This other stuff. Strange how? Format or content?
He takes the disc warily.
An Einzelton XR.
All pretense drops. The red glints in his lenses.
Where did you get this? Einzelton hasn't been available to regular consumers for a decade. A disc in good...
Specialists. Collectors of the rare and the defunct. People like him.
The apex of auditory technology. A high-fidelity yet dynamic sonic experience that self-effaces after a... You can imagine the use cases yourself. Rental markets, promotional...
Espionage potential. Immense. The burn after reading function built into the medium itself.
Its deeper purpose is simply to exist. A magnet embedded in the disc erases its contents as it's being listened to. As in life, everything happens over... You played it?
And what? You thought to defile a corpse?
Better they recalled them all years ago. Better a mass manufacturing fault than this to save them from this humiliation.
The vendor deflates before you. His rising anger gone in an instant.
I'm sorry.
Talking to the Einzeltone, not you.
Degenerate, Lucian, Electrodruss. There's a new fabricated star every day, it seems, but she's the top of today's pile. The fact that it's committed to Einzelton suggests it's some kind of promo copy. Some new advancement of... Of course it's real. You can't bootleg an Einzelton. This ultraviolet has gone missing at the moment. Kidnapped.
The next time the world sees her, she'll be clasping an assault rifle, draped in the flag of the...
Yes, that's the point. The beauty...
The vendor looks at the red disc and runs a thumb over its surface.
None of this is the Einzelton's fault, of course. No, I'm afraid it's not. Replayability is oblivion. I assume fondling a human corpse would also... If you want spiritual, find an unplayed one.
You seem to have misunderstood my soliloquy. It's done. No mass. The beauty... I hope you dispose of it with dignity. I think a private ceremony would be most appropriate. Shelves are over there. Mostly crass replayable formats, but such is the...
Picture a dog that shits, then eats it. People are what they consume.
It's less an opinion, more a criminal sentence.
I thought you might, my friend. Still, we persevere. Culture? Portoferin?
Obsession with foreign imports. Sufferers of so-called losing.
Provincial, but honest. Silk, sad national poetry. Music. Yes, exactly. That's why I'll be here. Enjoying the front row seat to the down... Wonderful. We can share snacks. That would be preferable to the truth of things. But you'd think we had run out of brick walls. I take it this means Luz hasn't managed to make it into...
Another victory for our great and anonymous censor.
Interminable. Every day there's new... Of course, I can't say that out loud. Customer.
He says it to everyone.
Sure.
A low, tilting shelf marked in heavy. Various sections are separated by narrow plastic divides. A baffling assortment. More labels. Falsetto-centric. Made for pederasts. You're not just flipping through records. The section Weaponized Boredom includes such titles as Music for Dentist Wait. The care placed into the organization is itself an act of love. A single label fills up the entire back row. You feel the media vendor's eyes on you as you flip through the offerings.
Thank you. What galls me is that it doesn't matter.
You try, but it's difficult to whisper funk albums, kazoo devotionals, a breakup/meditation EP, an album cover where the singer hugs themselves in the mirror, track lists with 9-minute-long affirmations. You know there's something worthwhile in there, but it is lost amongst the brambles of trash. You turn your attention away.
She's going to melt his head.
On the TV, a giant wolf-like creature stands up on its hind legs and howls. Shh. Suddenly, the beast roars and light floods the screen. The show's art style is identical to the wolf.
Ecstatic wolf is awake. Wolves. It's 66 wolves, and it's our favorite thing in the whole... It's about a girl who has 66 chambers in her heart. Each wolf has a special weapon, and they have to...
On the screen, a headless lupine figure.
Like when Weary Wolf ate an angel, but she did it slow because she was... It's the best show.
The words Lelou's make your shoulders close in. Oust the names of these grotesque fashions.
Is it another cartoon?
Recite unto them the tale of the end of history and the... Shh.
Yeah.
Child wolf hybrids have no place in the workers' paradise.
What's that?
Perhaps you should let children be children.
Like songs and stuff?
They're too far gone.
I'm bored. Can we talk about the wolves now? It's Pathos Wolf's flaming claymore.
These kids are lost. They're
No, it's one of the... He means it's not from the bazaar, but from La Luz. Our aunt bought it for him. Whoa, I've never seen one up close. You're lucky. Yeah. I won them because they're wolves.
66. You know, like the wolves.
We've only seen the ones from the redemption arc.
The redemption arc has 6 cups. There's Tyrant Wolf, Placid Wolf, Dream Wolf, Critical Wolf, Stubborn Wolf, and Eager Wolf. Whoa. He looks even smarter than in the show.
Uh-huh. After he found their real names in the bottomless lake. They're big. And each one looks like one of... because no one has any. The boat people brought some cups once, but then the adults went crazy and bought them all.
I asked the boat lady when she would get more, and she said,
The toy stall had bootleg ones. But no one liked those. Special. What do you mean?
no.
No. I don't think so.
Probably not.
You can drink from them.
And they look like wolves. Alright. So, what now? My sword? But it's my sword. I need it.
Why would you take this from him? He clearly treasures the toy.
How long? Maybe that's not so bad.
Our aunt got it for him for his birthday. He can't just give it to you. If you want it, when Dreadwolf met with the legendary Smith Kuro of the Grey Fang tribe, Dreadwolf didn't have coin. So she traded her Eventide pendant that she had since she was a pup, so Kuro would make her a dagger.
The Phantasmal Stiletto.
So you have to offer something big, or else it's not fair and he keeps the sword.
The kids study you.
Oh.
Do you want to talk about the wolves some more?
The children ignore you.
Wolf time.
The children ignore you.
Excuse me, can you...
The young woman turns from the garlands of party goggles and beaded neck. She stops abruptly, recoiling from you.
Those are... You're wearing...
She's looking at your glasses.
Look at this photograph. Look!
The photograph shows a robust man well into his 60s. He is unremarkable save his eyes, which are magnified to comedic proportions, the ones on your face.
Where did you get my dad's glasses? What? What were they doing there? He probably dropped them and someone threw them away thinking they were broken.
A scenario she has been forced to create in order to ignore a heartbreak.
No. No. Thanks for finding them. Wanna buy some costume accessories? Mi viejo, my dad. He's been missing a few days. Right, I should have started with that, I guess. His name's Enoch Krantz.
She's fading. No sleep. 3, maybe 4 days now.
I'm just worried. I told him watching too much TV was making him crazy. After Dad retired, his friend Gilmar turned him onto this show, the reality situation. Which apparently means someone who goes around looking for evidence of invisible aircraft carriers, and Dad and Gilmar were always following up on leads and calling into the show. That's what I was scared of. Look.
Embarrassment isn't the problem. A much darker feeling is trying to claw it.
My dad developed this insane theory about the payphone to the west. No, he's not like that. Dad thought certain words said into the right phone gets you attention from the wrong people. He was convinced Enter was behind it all. They seem pretty random. Cousins, Moon, on their own, sure. Together? Gibberish. His friend Gilmar called him from that phone after he'd spent the night following her. He'd overheard something and was explaining it when the call just cut off. My dad was... Yeah. He looked for Gilmar for 2 weeks. Reported him missing to the GMs. Bagman did an episode on them, and so Gilmar started following random people, thinking they were from the bank. Normal rich guy stuff. Hitting up the bars and shouting abuse at the local drunks. And then they disappeared into Pen... Yeah, that's what mi viejo thought. He went home, but Gilmar stayed out. He'd overheard something and was explaining it when the call just cut off. It's not funny. My dad was really freaked. I asked him if the phone call was all a nightmare or if... Dad really believed it, though. He looked for him for 2 weeks, reported him missing to the GM. A couple days ago, he stopped by the stall to bring me lunch. Then... I wasn't nervous at first. I figured there was no risk of anything actually happening. Yeah. It's just crazy old man.
Momentarily, the mumbling from the nearby stalls hushed.
Anyway, you want a wig? I hear they make you fun at parties. Oh, yeah, he came by. Nice man. Talked a lot. He was, normal. Pretty forgettable, if I'm honest. Not really. Wandered off into the bazaar.
Looking you straight in the eyes. Sympathetic.
What do you mean, something's happened? Did he... Oh, at least you have that. Sorry. Yeah, I was kind of distracted when he showed... Oh, that's, Ultravioleta, the Lusian pop star. Always thought that type of music was too young for me, but... No. But it's definitely her kind of title.
She peers at the disc again, blonde hair falling over her face.
Weird disc, that. Oh, you should ask Petra at the music stall over there. He'll know more. Why?
Knuckles white as she balls them into fists.
Really? You're not going to try to make a call or anything, right? Okay. It's the phone by the western entrance to the bazaar.
Wig topiary, plastic tiaras, novelty sung. Behind it all, you see an oddly familiar shape. The shape is robust and clean, with an arc, a cape, but nothing like the other costume pieces around it.
It's a carabinero outfit. Yeah, it's for sale. That'd be illegal. second-hand surplus warehouse in Lower Viudas was closing down.
Still not a yes. She's nervous.
Shit. Look, I have to make some profit.
Nice.
The whole set's back here. Just let me know if you're interested. Yeah, they're right there. Take a look. Okay. Anything else? Must be some party you're going to. You need anything else? Western entrance to the What?
She nods, not trusting herself to speak around the lump in her throat.
Thanks for stopping by.
Finally, someone with courtesy.
A handsome man shifts in place, glancing over his shoulder toward...
Sorry to bother you, madame. I suppose not everyone is stranded here like my... But how can that be?
A handsome foreigner.
You'd think with all the empty money this place has gotten, they'd have... What am I supposed to do now? I did see a man like that some days ago, I think.
Oh, sleeping brother.
No, he was alone. Why do you... I guess we share the same fate. There used to be a more direct route via Havergely. It's not so easy to get around as it used. I was simply passing through on my way back home to Sunda.
His eyes dark.
That was more than a week ago, and...
Despite his predicament, he's kept up with Hein.
I'm a political economist, by
It must be said, this is the most handsome political
well-versed in theoretical and quantitative approaches. No, I must say... you're shallow. I see. No, I'd say for a Tsunis man, well, not in so many words. How to put this? You're surely familiar with the concept. A somewhat rich, older lady. Meanwhile, a clean, well-behaved man from the periphery wants to see the world, but...
No twitch, no hesitation. If a woman of means wants him over other options, that makes him a luxury.
A man by mail. A direct order dick. There are many names for it. I offer companionship and a fair trade. If you...
It's not love. Only the bourgeois matriarch's malady. Surplus capital.
I will tell you, madame. It was the lapdogs. Oh, my betrothed. She wanted them to watch our lovemaking, my cleaning and housework, my lectures on At one moment, I wondered whether I was there for her pleasure or theirs. That's when I realized I need to... Back to Sunzak, very far from here. Maybe I'll go to work for my brother, or...
You know very little about the lunar cadmium mines, and would... It is a privilege to raise class consciousness among our A man turns back to his suitcase.
Oh, you're back. No, I didn't. Fascinating.
The disc blooms like ruby flower. He looks to the distance, at the orange sun slowly rising behind the...
The city. I've barely taken it in. Ever since I got here, I've been wearing a veil, hiding myself. I don't know about that. There's still time to figure that out.
Even if he doesn't like it, his position gives him purpose, direct.
As you depart,
the teenage boy nods hesitantly.
Yeah, maybe somebody can put it back in.
He stares at the bloody piece of enamel in his palm.
Cool.
You're back again. The animal zone. Well, that is out.
The GM gives you the...
You're back again.
The GM gives you the... With awkward reverence, you approach the shrine again. You turn away from
Marcia.
Until next time, sugar.
This is the one. The payphone that makes people disappear. A giddy feeling rises in you. You hear only the reverse. Still half hoping for something to happen. You hang up the...
You have returned for trade. Let GM try. I long for the day they try to return.
He flicks his ears in excitement.
You are puny. Prove yourself. Shiny trade. Glimmercube crate. Meaningless standard.
He flings the harness.
Victim of trade. Farewell, combatant.
You stand before the still. You step back from the.
Hello again. What'll it be? Close by. I grew up about 5 minutes from here. If you're born Kisok, you never really... You know why they call it Party Alley? It's Calle del Partido, from when we still had El Partido Comunista. They built the plaza around the Palace of Culture, not the other way around.
The bartender doesn't acknowledge the gesture.
Haven't you seen it all already? Probably. The Bootleg Bazaar, Beetle Tract, Palace of Culture. Lot of people lived there until it got bulldozed to be...
He fled to an unknown location after being exiled for the third and apparently... She nods.
Drink up. We close soon.
Operant. Forewarned is forearmed. Music, not really my area. Spotted a couple teenage.
He takes the disc and adjusts.
Two things stand out. First, this is an unusual format. Is that right? Solid stage. The artist, Ultravioletta. Anyone exposed to mass culture in the last few weeks? Nope, nothing at all. Local television personality, though his accent suggests our...
The PR Lavendy. The left.
Obviously a lunatic, an addict of some sort. He's got a glorified rat hole in the housing campaign. Calls it his Fortress Studio. Across the rooftops, I think. Please, operate. There's cavorting with the... That said, he's got tens of thousands. Illusion elites with a hard-on for maps. Kicked off in the 70s when... Now that they've dispensed with optics, the reunion's really... The possibility that the vulgar physics of the boot can leave... But it's your party that's really shitting its brick. There's no linear relationship between people and history, or post-history. Someone's already started drafting the next. Only what's in his red folder?
With a great sigh, the man leaves.
Novessa born, graduate of the Polytechniker. No partner or dependent. Stiglitz. Tomas.
The old man's eyelids fluttering.
No remark-worthy sexual tendencies. High attention to detail. A mild allergy to his own sweat. You were chosen because his skill sheet was thought to complement your own.
It's certainly pretty for you to think so. And recitation. No such thing in my experience. Till next time.
Small white flowers have opened up at the touch. A delicate fragrance rises from the bush. They only bloom at dawn. Most of the day, you breathe in jasmine and cold air. You blink. An hour has passed.